Alright, so welcome to another tutorial. This one is going to be on editing sound in Adobe Premiere. Disclaimer, this is a video that I shot while I was in news. First off, we have this guy that I interviewed. He lived next door to, or he lived on the street where the homicide happened. And so I did an interview with him. And I already have my ins and outs selected, so I'll just go ahead and drop it with period. And I didn't want it there, but we'll just bring it to the beginning and we'll zoom in. So immediately what you can notice is, we have 4 audio channels, like always. And as you can see, audio channels 2, 3, and 4 only have audio in them. So the audio that we were getting from the handheld mic is audio channel 3. So I'm gonna lock audio channel 3 and video channel, and then I'm gonna delete those. So the only one that we've isolated is the audio channel with the handheld mic. And I can already tell that the audio levels are low. So you can fix your audio levels by one of two ways. One is going to your audio gain and type in what kind of decibel you want. For example, I'm gonna go up 5. So I went up 5. And then automatically you can see my audio channels have bumped up. Now, another way that you can do that is to select the clip and then just simply hit the letter G on your keyboard, and it brings up your decibel levels. Now, the way to check your decibel levels is over here. This is your audio levels, and this will tell you if you're over-modulating or anything like that, but simply you can listen to it and tell if you're over-modulating, but you never want to go to 0. That's where you're just losing your audio levels. So we'll just go ahead and play it and listen to see how our audio levels are.
It's a little bit after my wife and I, we were just enjoying a late Christmas.
So audio levels at -12, that's pretty good, but I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit. So we'll bring it up to 3 levels, or 3 decibels. And I can already see that this is probably over-modulating here. We'll find out.
It's a little bit after my wife and I, we were just enjoying a late Christmas, and then
Okay, so I was wrong. We're not over-modulating. We're still good. All right,
we heard some just gunshots, maybe 4 or 6 gunshots, a little bit after midnight last night.
All right, so we have what we would call the SOT, sound on tape. In photojournalism was what we call that. So after this, you would have trailing VO. So the VO is just the video of the scene. All right, so we got it laid. We've got our drone video here. We can lay that. So we got it laid, and here's some free chicken for you. Your video is made up of wide shots, tight shots, and details, and medium shots. That's how you build your video. So I'll show you as I go along. You can see how I shot it. So you see how I have drone video here, and then here I've got a shot of the front porch of the house. And then if you scroll down here, you can see another wide shot of the house. And so I also got shots of the police cars. I got the street sign, and I also got just details on the house, the police investigating. The scene is built up on wides and tights. You never want to have all wides or all tights. You don't have all of one thing in your video. It's going to get boring. It's going to get stagnant. So you build it with wides, tights, and such things like that. Details. Just some free chicken. Anyway, so we have our drone video laid. And one issue that we will address later on is drone videos don't have audio. So I will show you how to fix that. It's kind of like cheating the system. But so we'll go to a tight shot of the house.
at the shot.
So there are some shots where us photographers are just talking, so you know to,
Well, I have to come in on my.
yeah, you have to just ignore us.
It's great.
We talk about everything.
I tell everyone.
So we'll just go ahead and use it, but we'll fix the audio on that later on. So as you can see, I still have all channels, all audio channels on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo that by Command Z, and I'm going to deselect all of these channels except for, I think I'm going to keep 2. Let me see. Okay, so 2 doesn't have any audio levels, so we'll just do 3. 3 has audio levels.
Ready for 2 days. I tell everybody.
So, yeah. Here's another good shot, but that's a tight shot, so we want a wide shot since we just put that on there. So here's a good one. A nice panning shot is always nice. So we have it panning, and then we'll leave it right about there. You don't want it too long. So that works out well. Now we'll go ahead and fix our audio in this area. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna right click on that audio clip, and then we're gonna unlink it. And so that means that the audio channel is not attached to this video. So if I delete it like that, it doesn't affect it. So we're gonna go ahead and unlink this one also, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna drag this audio out. And we're probably gonna have to, we're gonna have to copy this. And then what we'll do is, I did that by Command C, sorry. And then we're gonna place it here. And it's okay if it runs a little bit over, that's fine. So what we'll do is we'll just bring it over like that, and then bring that over like that, and just, play around with it. So basically here is what I call a T. So when I worked at UPS, when we used to load trucks, we used to build our trucks on T's. It makes it stronger. And I like to think it's the same way with audio channels. So you can see how I got it staggered here. And so that way it already starts like sounding like it's blended. Or would you hear it? So see, it's hard to even tell that there is a difference. Even though it is the same audio, it still can sound different if you chop it up. And so here's another detail shot of just some of the police tape on the ground. So we'll do that, and we won't make it long if you'll play. It's a little bumpy there, Tyler. So just go ahead and bring that audio channel up. We'll see how long that is. So it's 27:28, so it's only a second long. We'll make that longer. You want to have it at least 2 seconds long. So let's see, that's 27 to 29. We'll look and see how it looks. So that looks decent. And then we'll go ahead and have we'll have a medium shot.
To go to work.
Another one where I have someone else talking, so we're gonna fix that by how we always have. So there you are. I might be able to keep it. I think I might be able, yeah. We'll see. So I'm gonna go ahead and just leave the audio channel there, and we'll see how it sounds. Yeah, it's decent. It's not the greatest. You can still hear us talking in the background, which just isn't great. So let's see how it. Yeah, so there we are. That works. And then we'll probably get we'll get the street sign, and then we'll call it a day. So I've already got the in and out for that, so it's selected. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring the gain up on all of this. So G, and we'll bring it up about 8. That's what we did earlier, and that seemed to work. Let's see. You don't want your VO sound to be too loud. And in fact, I think that drone video is a little too long, so I'm going to shorten it. And then bring that in. You can see how this collapsed like that.
A little bit after midnight last night.
And so then there you have your VO. And like I said, this is where the reporter and news anchor would start talking. And then we're going to go ahead and start doing that T thing that I was telling you guys about. So unlink audio, if I can fix what I just did. Unlink, bring that in, bring it over like that. And so you can hear the choppiness in it, and it just doesn't sound good. I'm going to show you guys how to fix that in just 1 second. Okay, so now we have our video laid with our audio tracks, and we've brought the gain up on them to make them sound good and so they're not overpowering, that kind of thing. So like I said, this is also our SOT, our interview, and then this here, over here is our VO. So we need to blend our VO just so it sounds seamless. So the way of doing that is 2 ways. One is you can go over here to the effects panel in your window over here, and you can click on either constant power, constant gain, exponential fade, whichever one you want to use. I use constant power. I've never noticed any huge difference with that. So if you just drop it down on where you want your transition to be, it works just like a transition would in video. And when you drop them, they typically work. They just typically do well after you drop it. So I'll just go ahead and show you how it sounds.
A little bit after midnight last night.
And so see, it just fades as opposed to what it was before, which I'll show you.
Last night.
See the big difference there? And you can notice a huge difference here in these places. In audio tracks that are just totally different. I'll show you. So you can see how it just sounds like the car idling just sounds totally different. So again, constant power you can use, or you can go about this another way. Let me go ahead and put a constant power on this one. Probably doesn't need it, but it's just to be on the safe side. So we're going to zoom in on these audio tracks here. What you want to do is you want to drop it down. So you can see how I've dropped it down to the next audio track down there. And so you can see that they're staggered. So what you want to do, and this is why you unlinked it from the main part. So what you want to do is you just want to bring this audio track over, and you want to bring this audio track over a little bit more. So there you go. And you want to hit the key P on your keyboard, hit P, and it brings up the pen tool. And so you can add pens to your video and just fade it like that. And so you can see how your audio track just fades. And then here, you want to do the same thing. So we've just faded it. And so you can listen to it. So it's a little too much for me, so I'm probably going to bring it over so that way when it starts to go out, they'll be overlapping each other a little bit more. So that's what we'll try, see how that sounds. You gotta play around with it to see which one works best for you. So see, you can't really even tell. It just happens. And this is quick editing, there's nothing to it. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna keep on doing what I just did. So let's just take a listen to see how it sounds. I'm gonna put a fade here at the beginning, just because it's nice to have. V, key V on your keyboard goes ahead and go ahead and brings up your cursor.
So it's a little bit after my wife and I, we were just, enjoying a late Christmas, and then we heard some just gunshots, maybe 4 to 6 gunshots, a little bit after midnight last night.
And there you have it. That's how you blend your audio. Now, another thing that you can do is if you wanted to add your music to it, you just simply import your music by the same way that you would import video or anything else. You just bring it in right there. You can just drop it onto your track and you just edit it. And that's all there is to it. Any questions, feel free to email me, message me, whatever, call me, however you get a hold of me. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions with editing process and what I've gone over. Hope you have a good day. Take care.